I'm ready for this source healing reconnection, meditation experience, transmission. To drop in deeply, open up the portals, align the spine, turn on the toroidal and Merkaba field spinning, the body of light surrounding my aura in a golden bubble, removing and releasing everyone else's energy, cleansing and clearing the body field, connecting and grounding, allowing my plugs to sink deep down into the earth and rise up simultaneously. Plugging into the sun, plugging into the crystalline core of the earth, stretching the body field, opening up to the higher dimensional realms, family of light, connection to inner being, higher self, divine self, source, energy, creator of all that is, pulses through me now that I am open, making space and aligning with the new now-ment. Getting fully present is the way in. Deeply grounded, mega grounded. Core essence pulses through me in connection to the soul matrix of the earth. Rooting down, sinking down, expanding my roots to connect to the consciousness grid. New earth matrix, family of light, earth family, quantum family, soul family. And my branches rise up and expand to all the angels, guides, and ascended masters here to lovingly assist and support in my healing process, growth, evolution, expansion. Feeling the sweetness and preciousness of aligning. Opening up to the wisdom, perspective, and loving guidance of Source, higher self. The pure and true nature of my being has room and space to speak and live through me. Cleansing, flushing, sloughing off, removing the debris and surface charge of the environment, people, places, and things around me. Cleansing it off, scrubbing it off, removing the psychic noise, allowing the golden shields, electric blue trim, and vibrant purple bubble to protect and align my field. Increasing the vibrational tone to match that of divine self. Master level soul self. Sending gratitude out in all directions, appreciation for this place, this space, this time. For taking the time, making the time, connecting to quantum time, rearranging the particles, restructuring and recalibrating the system, lining it up whenever there is a divergence, distraction in the field. Interference exists and happens, contrasting experiences, contracting in reality is normal, natural, and part of the evolutionary growth, the growing edge. Release the habit of judging right or wrong, good or bad. Release the habit of resisting what is, trusting in Source's larger plan and the guidance of my inner being is essential, the key to happiness. Joy force. Valuing the way you feel is 100% necessary for navigating. Choosing and shifting, changing environments, changing thought patterns, changing your ways is necessary. Is intelligent. Responsive and masterful amongst all the changing tides. The environments around you are supportive for your growth, can provide the peace, safety, protection, happiness, allowance that you're looking for. And yet every version of reality is existing. Every version is right there. Tune to, feel into, and align with the interactions and relations that you want to be experiencing, developing, cultivating, allowing. Allow each person to be in their own bubble. Do not even react or take on what they're saying. Find it interesting as the contrast that allows you to deepen your commitment to truth, love, wisdom, and positivity. Higher octave vibrational offering. That is positivity. Higher octave vibrational offering. Most people do not know that they are creating their reality with their thoughts, feelings, emotions, and vibrational offering. They are regurgitating, looking at what is, perpetuating, amplifying the issues, the problems, the fear. Allow them their own way. Know what's right for you. Allow for guidance and discernment to navigate and direct your choices, to stay in alignment, hear and see and listen through the guidance, eyes, and wisdom of Source. It is possible to be navigating in this world and stay connected, create harmonious connections, and find joy in every moment. Even amongst the challenges and difficulties, joy exists in the center of your heart. The mind tends to be reactionary and conditional. It sees something it likes and it's happy. It sees something that it doesn't like and it's unhappy. This protective mechanism of guarding one's joy was put in place to preserve your well-being. Now we are connected deeper to the soul matrix of the heart and have a better understanding and knowing how energy works. This pattern can be released, becoming less reactionary, less sensitive to the instabilities and more sensitive to alignment with Source is the key, is the transformation. Get excited and exuberant about this concept and idea, putting it into practice and manifesting it as reality. Feel in your future presence how much freer and funner it is to be in the world with this freedom, with this gift. You are blessed with the capacity and the ability to change and rearrange, shift, and restructure the patterns and particles. It is your mastery to navigate the changes and to sift through the diversity. Choose amongst it and release the rest. Getting rid of waste, eliminating what is no longer serving, being able to decipher what is nutrients and what is unnecessary. Everything is here to serve you. Everything is here to serve you. Feeling like you've made a mistake or done something wrong because situations are showing themselves as they are is another trapping of the mind that keeps the fear-based reality alive. It is a self-indulgence in deprecation. Deprecation. Notice and release that habit when it comes up, gracefully, easefully, smoothly. Notice it as a trapping by the way it feels, the bracing, the contracting. Understand that you are here to be living more than you are allowing. Understand that there is more waiting for you at the leading edge, right at the edge of your field. The field must spin and slough off the holding, debris, patterning charge to let in this new high energy, pure self. Feeling and experiencing all of the value systems, the integrity, the truth, the honesty, the upliftment, they're all happening simultaneously as I merge with the edges of my being, becoming more blended with my master level soul self. Opening up to the potentiality and possibilities that life can be and is this good. Stretching my upper limit, allowing for more pure genius and creativity, abundance to flow through, means releasing the old patterns of scarcity, poverty, lack, fear. There are many, many, many people living in abundance, living in this new octave, celebrating, enjoying, and waiting for you to join them. Many, many, many people. The feeling of being alone and that there are few that can meet me and get me and understand me is the subconscious patterning keeping this version of reality in place that is causing difficulty, problems, and trouble. The mind must be tuned and the spiritual practices must be practiced. Simply practice the spiritual principles over and over and over again until the subconscious mind becomes reprogrammed with habits. A thought continues to think itself, and a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Changing your beliefs is changing your thoughts by turning it into a habit. Not just overlaying or forcing a change, but believing it while it's being spoken, experienced, and lived. A greater understanding washes over me as I allow these teachings and understandings to deepen into my cellular makeup from this state of openness. Asking for quantum healing and source healing, brainwave repatterning, tuning to a higher octave, knowing I am being refined, upgraded and calibrated continuously. When asked for, allowed, and received, Source is always right here, always willing and ready. Feels good to open the receptor sites, be present, and allow the shifts and changes to happen spontaneously, simultaneously through all levels: mental, emotional, psychospiritual, places, spaces, and time. Shift to the higher octave. Peace, contentment, well-being, bliss wash over me. The heart is open and free. The belly is soft. The portal is open and aligned. The crown of the head expands. The holograms of the brain are integrated with soul self. We are just scratching the surface of our capacity. We have no idea how powerful, creative, genius, manifestors, co-creators that we are. As I allow for this source healing to happen, I'll describe what I'm experiencing to the best of my ability, knowing that all are gaining from the benefit of this transmission by tapping into the quantum field and receiving the same healing. From the very center core of the earth, it radiates out to all beings, all life forms, creatures, and elementals. Light rays, plasma, liquid plasma light is shooting through me. All around in the field, there's a golden green light that is saturating and penetrating areas of the mind and brain. The field is vibrating and dancing all around me and through me. There's a subtle tingle and vibration, resonation. My cells are dancing and vibrating higher and in a new way. Shaking off and sloughing off some of the surface charge and the stickiness, the holding, the clutter in the patterns and vibrational tone. Source is asking me to relax back into myself and just experience it without trying to describe it, to accelerate the process. Whole systems can then be replaced instead of individualizing the energy into parts. The healing goes way beyond what we can hear, see, feel with our senses. A deeper trust and knowing of the process comes over the being, body matrix. When we release the need to understand with our senses, we are so perfectly and beautifully human with all of our sensory abilities, narrowed perception, perspective, a need for seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, to interface and interact. And yet, 99.99998% of what we experience is non-physical, is beyond the light spectrum, beyond the sound spectrum of the ears. 2,000 times more light and sound are constantly entering the field than we can sense. I'm enjoying the pulsing and the expanding of my brain into the body matrix. There's more allowing now, more ability to receive, expanding the field. The body is healthy, the mind is tuning. The emotions are releasing. The emotional body has had many, many massive upgrades in the last few months, and it is sweet relief to release all of that charge that has been stored and carried for decades. There is a freedom in the feeling body as it tunes and aligns more with inner being, pure source, then reactions and situations. There's still a slight film that is grasping and grabbing onto experiences that want to bring sadness, victimhood, uncertainty, and insecurity up to the surface. There's still a hook, a grasping in the emotional body for those to be healed by being experienced. Typically that is done through regurgitation and reenacting, and there is another way. Healing can happen without replaying trauma, wounds, and hurt. Releasing that belief system and now making room for something new is allowing for the emotions to be recalibrated in the fire of our consciousness, purified and burned off, washed clean, There's an off-gassing, kind of like the smoke and sparks of a fire when something burns. The body's having a strong reaction, which is good. It means it is purifying, transmuting, transforming. Celebrate that. This is all happening in the belly, and I can feel it all the way up to the mind. Sending it down, shooting it down. Remembering to compost. It doesn't need to be dumped into the bloodstream, digestion, or other systems of the physical body. It can energetically be sloughed off. The digestion has been misused to process emotions, and it is blocking the natural vitality and ability for the organs to produce energy. So now that is being rewired, and the energy is sloughing off down the tailbone, down the legs, down the feet, into the earth. The earth knows and naturally composts everything. It's highly intelligent and knows exactly what to do and welcomes these energies. They are not toxins or poison to the earth. They are fodder, fuel for the fodder. So much freedom and sweet relief continues to fill the body matrix as these systems recalibrate and belief systems are released, transformed, upgraded. And now golden nectar showering down from the heavens, coating and soothing, calming and filling up. It's the reward, reinforcement for all of this beautiful work. The golden nectar now has room and space, and it's like honey, it's like dessert, it's the treat, the bliss treat. Allowing in even more goodness, even more sweetness, feeling good, thinking good. Tapping into quantum time, allowing for instant transformation as the systems are rewarded. Solidifying and deepening the changes and transformations so they will stay in place while operating and navigating the current environments and new situations. Allowing everyone to be recalibrated and transformed in the light of this consciousness, giving up the stories, the imprints, the need to hold grudges or judgments. Everyone gets to be transformed, healed, and upgraded. These transmissions benefit the whole, the all. We all deserve love, healing, freedom, relief, letting go. Letting go of the stories, the habits, the need to be right and protect oneself the need to justify, defend, attack, blame. These are all strategies, unsuccessful strategies to keep one safe. Being effective and efficient means accepting these upgrades and allowing Source to pulse through in a new way. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sloughing off the emotional body, for burning off the old hurt habits, the replays, reruns, the old tapes running are released. The commitment to practice, the new programming, frequency of frequencies, repetition, practice until it becomes your proclivity. So the brain holograms will gain momentum, will deepen in the grooves, creating new grooves. The pathways and synapses, like a road, need to be traveled or they become overgrown and deepen the new pathways. Future presencing the joy, upliftment, laughter, levity that I truly want to be experiencing in my interactions. Already experiencing it now. Lightness, freedom, ease, comfort. Grace, wash over me. Already experiencing the level of love and connection in the now. Feeling so loved, supported, and celebrated. Getting the appreciation and affirmation from the external world, similar to the internal fortitude that I already have, knowing that I am so loved and celebrated by Source, higher self, inner being, beyond words, beyond description, allowing the feeling body to experience that more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this time, this space, this place, this opportunity, this ability to deeply connect and reset, instantly refining and tuning the field, instantly releasing and moving forward, instantly letting go and coming back to center and joy, rejoicing in the centeredness.